Hey guys, I'm going to be walking you through the first section of part 2 for your Photoshop assignment. This is broken up into 4 words, and we're going to be stylizing those 4 words in different manners. So this video will be setting up your file as well as setting up Word 1. So in the Photoshop software, I'm going to go ahead and hit File, New, and that's going to bring up my new document menu. I already have the file set up in the parameters here, but you might have different parameters. It says that we want to save this as a 10 by 8 by 150 at RGB. And then I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead here because I like to be efficient. And I'm going to name this with my last name, my first initial, and then this is going to be called type. And that way, whenever I go to do this, this will be all set up for me. So I'm going to set up an artboard because this is just how I usually work, but you don't have to set up an artboard if you don't want to. The nice thing about an artboard is it allows you to move your document around inside your workspace. So I'm going to click create and let's do something fun. Since this is an artboard, I can actually style the background color. So if I click on the artboard itself where it says artboard, come on, you can highlight, there we go. Over here on the side where it says properties, if you don't have properties, you can go to window and go to properties. I'm going to double click this and let's make this let's make this a pale teal color, something like that. Something along those lines. And the first word that I'm going to type with, I'm going to hit my type tool. I have my type set up to come up in my properties as well whenever I'm working with it. I'm going to type with Lead Gothic, which is a typeface that I've already chosen. It's nice and bold, large, and I'm going to type the word design. And then I'm going to scale that to where it says it's about 25% of my artboard size. Something along these lines, okay? Next, it asks me to go through and use a couple of layer styles. So to get to layer styles with my type selected, all right, I'm going to go down here and go to, did I have to commit it? There we go. Sorry, I had to commit it. It wasn't, I had scaled and didn't hit enter. So click effects. First thing I'm going to do is let's apply a stroke to this. And I'm going to cancel that real quick. Let's zoom in so we can see what we're doing here. We don't need to see the rest of it. We'll go look at the rest of it in a minute. So if I click effects and go to stroke, I can apply a stroke. I'm going to choose to apply it to the inside of my word. And let's apply a 2-point stroke that is black, or maybe even a 2-point stroke that's a darker blue. Something along these lines. Give it a little bit of a teal tone to it. All right. After that, let's apply a drop shadow. If I apply a drop shadow, by default, it's going to come up with some numbers. Usually it looks something along these lines. And let's shrink the size down. Okay. Usually it looks something like this. I'm going to go through and apply this drop shadow to where it is at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to set it to a deeper opacity, so I want it to be a little heavier. I'm setting it to multiply, but you can set it to overlay. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to set it to multiply because I want it to pick up the color from behind, so my shadow's a darker blue. And then the spread, this adjusts how much the shadow spreads or fills. The distance is how far the shadow goes away from the object. I'm going to leave it somewhere around here. And then the size is how big the blur is on the shadow. So I'm going to leave it around here. All right. Once we're done with that, super easy. We could go through, do all sorts of things. We could do inner shadows and also inner glows and different things like that. But for this one, let's just keep it simple. Let's do some white text over top of this blue background. All right. So that is the first video. I will shoot you guys a second video here in a minute.